So we talked about this tooth being cracked. We see the bone loss there. Now we're going to go back to the last tooth. And the only thing I don't necessarily like on the back tooth is you see a little bit of that bone loss there. Going away. Yep, the very last one. It's not as bad as the front one, but you can see where it does have a little bit of a furcation area, so a little space. So keep that in mind here in a second when we talk about the 4 options.
Okay.
All right, so here are the 4 options. 1, with all of these, the tooth comes out. All right, so we know the tooth has to come out. This is your number 1 chewing tooth, so you will absolutely miss this tooth. So one option is you take it out and you do nothing. All right, but you will not probably chew on the side ever again. The other thing is teeth will shift. So your back teeth will move forward. Your top teeth will actually can move down. The bridge might keep that from happening, but obviously doing nothing is never really the best thing to do. The second option is going to be a partial denture.
Okay.
Something that moves in and out of your mouth. Yep. And so ultimately, I'd rather not see you with something like this. They're horrible. Most people hate them.
Yeah.
They will tear up and kill other teeth.
Great.
So you don't really want that. The third option is going to be what you have up top, a bridge. All right. Now I'll tell you why I don't do a bridge in my mouth, and I never would. They don't last as long, on average, 10 to 15 years. Maybe you've had yours for a lot longer than that.
No,
that'd be great. Okay. So they don't last as long, 10 to 15 years on average. In this case, you would have to cut these other crowns off.
Yeah, they did that too.
Yep, and when you do that, you'll make them smaller. There's a good chance you may need root canals, and then you start this process again. The other thing is that you still lose bone in the center. So you're losing bone up here on the top, which I can always show you, but it'll go away, and eventually you create like this gap up there that's kind of hard to clean.
Above the bridge.
It's a little harder to clean.
Yeah, it is.
So that's the reason I wouldn't put them in my mouth. For you, the other concern is because this last tooth has that little furcation area underneath, that already means it's got like a low prognosis. So if you did a bridge on that tooth.
Down here?
Yeah, on the bottom one in the back. That last tooth is the tooth you took out up top. There is a chance that you're probably going to lose that back tooth eventually.
This one?
Yeah, one day.
Yeah.
If you have a bridge on it and you lose it, now you've lost 3 teeth, not just the one. All right, so I would lean away from a bridge on the bottom here.
Okay.